Surprise visits to Iraq by Vice President Dick Cheney and Senator John McCain. They didn't head overseas together, but they did cover some of the same ground. They each met with the man in charge there, Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki, and some other key lawmakers. Courtney Keeley is in Baghdad with the details. So, Courtney, where exactly is McCain and what's he doing there? Pope John Paul II spending more time visiting the United States, as we've been telling you, than any other pontiff before him. Around the country, Americans today offering prayers, lighting candles, holding vigils for their Holy Father. We have a Fox News alert for you. This is coming to us from the Reuters news service that a Concorde jetliner has crashed after taking off from Paris. Well, while Dick Cheney and John McCain are in Iraq, Hillary Clinton is talking about Iraq, giving a policy address today in Washington, and she took a shot at her Democratic rival, Barack Obama.
And Brigitte Quinn joins us this morning on a beautiful morning in Washington. Brigitte?
Yeah, it sure is gorgeous here, John. Good morning to you. And the president is talking about a story that broke just this morning. I'm really grateful she's been released. That from President Bush, talking about the release of Jill Carroll, a freelance journalist kidnapped in Iraq 3 months ago. Carroll herself saying she's fine. We have Team Fox coverage for you right now. Wendell Golder is traveling with the president in Cancun, Mexico. Molly Line at the Christian Science Monitor headquarters. First to Andrew Stack, though, in Baghdad. Andrew? Well, it is looking more and more like a McCain-Obama battle in the general election, and a brand new poll shows McCain with the upper hand, but can he keep up the momentum? And Senator McCain set to speak at the New Mexico Veterans Memorial any moment now. We'll take you there live when that happens. Well, John McCain spending Memorial Day in Albuquerque, speaking at the New Mexico Veterans Memorial. The second wartime presidential election in a row has created issues for McCain and Obama. Chief political correspondent Carl Cameron live in Albuquerque. Carl, they're going at it like the general election's already begun, right?
They are indeed.
Any minute now, we're expecting to hear from GOP presidential candidate John McCain as he gets ready to speak at the New Mexico Veterans Memorial. This, as some brand new poll numbers offer up some very good news for the Arizona senator. The latest Gallup tracking poll showing him with a 2-point lead over likely opponent Barack Obama, but at a time when Republicans are struggling in other races, how is he bucking that trend? Charlie Hurt is Washington bureau chief for the New York Post. Does that poll surprise you at all, Charlie?
No, it doesn't.
Lately, we've heard Barack Obama attacking John McCain on some issues that I think would probably be perceived as John McCain's strength, military issues. Is that a smart strategy?
You know, Bridget, I think that Obama understands that his biggest weakness, of course, is foreign policy.
Well, on Memorial Day, drivers are getting hit hard by rising costs, and it's not just the price at the pump. Analysts say higher costs for oil changes causing a 2% drop in customers. Parking costs also on the rise. Bright spot in all this is insurance rates. Maybe they've stayed steady or fallen in some states. And if high gasoline prices continue to prompt less driving, analysts say those rates could drop even lower. Well, police in London are investigating the murder of a Harry Potter actor. 18-year-old Rob Knox was stabbed to death on Saturday night outside a London bar. Family and friends mourning the loss. Hard to believe the lovable Goldie Hawn has been gracing the big and small screen for more than 30 years now. In her new book, A Lotus Grows in the Mud, Goldie writes about her spiritual journey through all those years in Hollywood. Joining us here in the studio, Goldie Hawn. Asmund, we're not supposed to be starstruck, but a lot of people are. It's so great to have you here.
It's really nice to be here.
Explain the title, A Lotus Grows in the Mud.
A lotus grows in the mud. A lotus flower is a flower that basically opens up petal one by one. It's beautiful, and it cannot grow in anything other than the mud.
So that after you won the Oscar, did just all these great parts. I mean, you worked with like everybody in the business. Warren Beatty, Mel Gibson, Woody Allen, some of the big names. Is there anybody you'd like to work with that you haven't? Before I let you get away, new movie coming anytime soon? When can we see you again?
I've actually written a film that I'm going to direct. Yeah, it's a daunting experience. Takes place in India. I've been working on it for 7 years and talking about it for 7 years. It's going to happen now.
Okay, looking forward to it. And again, the name of the book, A Lotus Grows in Mud. Goldie Hawn, wonderful to have you here. Thanks so much. We are joined on the phone by the topic of conversation himself. Senator John McCain is joining us, I believe, from your bus?
Yes, you're speaking from the Straight Talk Express.
The Straight Talk Express itself.
Yes, indeed. We're from the Straight Talk Express. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely, Senator. Thanks a lot for being with us. What can you hear on the new release that you couldn't hear when it came out in 1971? And before I let you get away, the new movie, Back to Kingdom of Heaven, before Gladiator, it seemed like Hollywood wasn't too keen on making that type of movie. Did you feel it was a risky project at all?